Yo, what's up, man?
Good game last night. Finishing at the rim is still an art. Let's get this going.
You got it. Come on, man. Hey, he can ball, huh? Yo, watch here! Right here. Keep it going. What's the foul? And the foul! Again. Hey, I'll see you later.
All right, fellas, let's get to work. Congrats on the win, but we have a lot of work to do if we want to keep it up. Let's stay focused in practice today. We gotta find a way to limit transition baskets if we stand any chance of winning games. All right, let's get set up and start practice.
That's all you! Knock it down! I got your help! Out of it! Thank you! Hey, he can ball, huh? He's guarding him! Screen! Get it up! Let's do it! Way to grab it! I got your help. Come on, man, don't forget the clock. I got your help. Hey, watch out. Pressure him up. Pressure him up. Oh, that's automatic. Switch! Shot! Hey, who got here?
Move it! All right, here we go. Focus!
And one! Hey, come on! Check the clock! Hey, yo, look at the clock!
Yeah, let's go, let's do it!
Come get it! Don't let him shoot that. No, look at the clock! Don't let him shoot that!
Good to see someone who values the mid-range game. Now let's see how this works.
You got it. Come on, man. Hit in the fair. Hey, right there.
Let's do it!
Hey, yo, right here. With the foul. Who's got a ball?
One more.
Keep coming, baby. That's what the rain room for.
Hey, hit me up.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Hands up!
Man, I can't even watch this. Now we're rolling. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Just like that.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Focus! Focus! Get out of here!
It is that time again. The names have been called, and we now know who will be competing for the title of NBA 2K League champion. Here are the highlights from the Season 3 draft.
The NBA 2K League draft is in the books. And with Season 3 set to begin in the spring, let's take a look at some of the new talent.
Welcome everyone to the 2020 NBA 2K League draft.
Early on, this was a point guard heavy draft, as the #1 pick for Wizards District Gaming was JBM, the phenomenal floor general who averaged 34 and 11 in the combine.
How does it feel to just have your name called first in this draft?
You know, it's an honor. You start playing 2K because you love playing 2K, and When everything comes full circle like this, it's awesome.
Knicks Gaming had the second pick and drafted the offensive sensation Duck, hoping to replace their former point guard Adam the First. And Sacramento drafted superstar Crush with their third pick.
How do you make that a lethal starting five there in Sacramento?
You know, just my defensive presence, being a defensive anchor on the court.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Right here on 2K Sports, get ready for the Dallas Mavericks against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And for Oklahoma City, their first time playing these guys this season.
The sprawling metropolis of Dallas, Texas is our setting tonight, as seen from above. And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Take a look at the Mavericks. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, Oklahoma City. They're at the bottom of the conference.
And I think for Dallas, got to be one of the feel-good stories of this NBA season. Not many people were talking about them coming into the start of the year.
No doubt about it. They're one of the top teams everyone's talking about, top to bottom. Everyone in the organization, that means front office, coaches, players, just done an outstanding job this season.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Yeah. Look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Favors. Jackson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. The Mavericks subbed in for DeLon Wright. The Thunder also changing it up. Augustine's checked in, and Diallo subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. You know, Brent, seeing a player develop, a young player, rookie player, in one season from beginning to end improve so much is really fun to watch. We've had a couple over the last couple of years.
Oh, yeah, last year especially, we looked at what was happening in Atlanta and the finish by Trae Young.
Exactly.
As a top draft choice by the end of the year, what he was doing, 30-point games plus 10 assists a game, the comfort level on the floor, it was off the charts. I think that way very similarly, Kevin, to the year that Kevin Durant spent in Seattle playing for the Supersonics before going to OKC, before Westbrook got drafted and the team moved. Kevin Durant was allowed to do everything on the floor, and the mandate, much like for what we saw Trae Young, is go out there and do everything. Find out not only what you can do, but more importantly right now, what you can't do, because you are the leader of this franchise moving forward, and in the offseason, you know exactly what to pinpoint coming back in the next year.
That's a great answer.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Pass to Augustine. Now Schroeder. Adams trying to free himself up. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. It's deflected. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Look at New Orleans. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And when you look at the Mavericks, they've started this year as well as they could have hoped, playing great basketball, probably exceeding preseason expectations.
Justin Jackson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Doncic. Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And so he makes both from the line. Thunder trailing by 7. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Brunson scanning the floor. Maverick. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Last game for the Mavericks, they picked up the W against Sacramento.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
Now Brunson. After the missed 3 from Dennis Schroeder. It's good from Maverick. Well, you have to applaud Shea for doing what he feels is right. I heard that, Greg, after a recent game, he made sure to spend time with his fans.
And that is something that you don't see enough of from the young rookies coming into the league. Glad to hear that Shea remembers that ultimately it is all about the fans.
And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. In third, the Thunder.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Gallinari down low, guarded by Jackson. Schroeder dishes to Gallinari, kicks it to Augustine, 6 to shoot. Back to Gallinari. Will it go? Adams trying to free himself up, and it's Gallinari laying it in.
He's showing some nice body control, outstanding at keeping his composure and continuing to play at his speed is Gallinari.
Now here's Jackson. His last outing, he had 8 points, and Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Well, they've weathered their turnovers so far.
And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. 7-point differential. Jackson against Schroeder. To the paint. And there's Gallinari on the assist by Schroeder. Gallinari's got 8.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
Here's Maverick. Playing Sacramento, he was nearly unstoppable. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Yeah, and quick, like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
Adams finds Diallo. No good from outside. Mavericks leading by 5. Inside, here's Maverick. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And the game plan is clear. Work the ball inside.
Ferguson's checked in for the Thunder. Brent, when it comes to moving around in tight quarters without a lot of space, who's the quickest player that you have seen in a half-court set this year?
Still remarkable to watch where it is that Kyrie Irving can get to on the floor in any sort of possession. It's like he could take, 50 dribbles in a phone booth and find a way out of it, spinning around and finding gaps within the defense.
What a handle.
But it's not his handle with just the one hand, right, Kevin? It's about he has an idea of after he does the moves around the traffic, when he gets into the basket, multiple ways of finishing, much like Rod Strickland, who's a tremendous finisher in his days years and years ago. Kyrie's got a lot of that in his game.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Kleba. Adams defending, and he gets it to go.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And so here is Oklahoma City. The Mavericks making the shot to stop the run. Rebounded by Jackson. Dallas leading by 12. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Now Schroeder. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston. Over to the left wing. Here's Diallo. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Dallas. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We've got more in store for you right after this. Chris Paul, an elite defensive player, a student of the game for sure, talks about his knack for making a lot of steals, forcing turnovers.
The steals thing is just something that I've always had a knack for doing, and just I think it's because I watch so much basketball.
Well, you hear about the importance of watching film, Greg. It reveals itself in many ways.
And learning guys' habits, what they like to do, gives him a knack for when to go after steals without hurting his team.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin for the Mavericks here, guys.
On the attack, right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
You've got Maverick. Jackson is out there with Jackson. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Kleba in at the center position. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Maverick in the last matchup against the Kings got the job done. He had 35 points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. He came in hot off the bench and maintained that play throughout the game. And I'm sure his team wants him to do that again. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Now here's Schroeder. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Diallo. Takes a three. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, a definite strength of Schroeder's. Seems to have a knack for knowing when to get rid of that ball.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. And that'll be the first of a two-game road trip for him. Here's Maverick. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Gallinari.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option. And every season, the Thunder continue to be one of the more dominating teams on the glass.
You just wonder how much Steven Adams has been the catalyst for that kind of mentality. We know that offensively he's always in there to grab rebounds, but it's part of what they know is important in any possession is collecting the ball.
Thunder trailing by 12. To the wing on the left, and stolen by Favors. Here's Maverick. Adams defending, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The defensive rules were different when you played, Brent. For example, the elimination of the hand check.
Hand checking was huge because great defensive guards like a Derek Harper or a Mookie Blaylock could get their forearm on you and basically move you around rather than you trying to get where you want to go. And the other thing, Kevin, that they did was they didn't allow you to have the time in the free throw line. You have a 2.9 before an illegal defense. It used to be a game really of 2 stars on one side of the floor operating, and the rest of the guys sort of shoveled off in the corner on the other side. All those things have changed with the way the league has gone now.
For the better.
Oh, I think so. You have freedom of movement, fluidity of the athletes. It's definitely a better game in terms of the movement.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Ellis with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Left side Jackson. Ellis left side. Shoots over Schroeder. Ellis, that's good. And the Mavericks lead by 13.
Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now the pass to Ferguson. Back to Schroeder. Fires, high post. Oklahoma City keeps it going. A new shot clock of 14 seconds. And that one, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a unique frame at his size and an intriguing scorer.
Ellis, the pass to Maverick. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Clock at 6. The drive by Schroeder. Up and in on the layup. Schroeder's got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice use of the pick and roll from Schroeder there. Allows him to get an easy shot.
Ellis against Schroeder. Ellis the pass to Maverick. On the wing, Hardaway. From deep. Another three for Dallas.
Well, it's really important for Tim Hardaway Jr. to find some more consistency from the three-point line.
Pass to Ferguson. Schroeder outside. Pass to Cassell. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot's good. Cassell making the play. 7 points in the game.
Well, he's capable of making you pay there. Gilgeous-Alexander in a nice rhythm.
And the Mavericks call time here. Zinkis, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Luka Doncic comes in for Maverick. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. The Thunder shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
One of the worst in the league a season ago, just 72%.
First free throw is good. That one misses. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. The Mavericks on top. They lead by 13. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive. Mavericks checked in for Luka Doncic. So the Thunder 5 right now. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Cassell in at the 3 spot. Back to Gallinari. Fires the 3. And Wright pulls it down.
1 of 5 here, Kevin, to start the half. Their offense looks like it's shrinking right now.
The pass to Maverick. Now Porzingis. Adams defending. Passes to Maverick. Launches a 3. And no good that time. And the Thunder going the other way now. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
And Gilgeous-Alexander up there, so dynamic as a finisher.
Here's Maverick. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Maverick passes to Wright. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. That one off the back iron and out.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Dallas. They're on a 14-6 run. Out to Porzingis, over Gallinari, and Dallas again with the bucket.
Yeah, I don't think you have to tell Porzingis twice to take shots like that. Once the ball's in his hands, he's looking to the rim.
Adams outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 this quarter.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Wright looking around. Pass to Maverick. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Paul's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And you look at the way Steven Adams has developed his offense the last few years. It's been a huge boost for this team. He has always been a great defender, but now he is an important cog on this team in terms of scoring.
On the wing, Hardaway. He's covered by Cassell. Out to Hardaway. Just 2 to shoot. And he uses the glass on the layup. Hardaway has got 8 points.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
And with Adams in his offense, you forget how young he is.
And big men, sometimes they just take a little longer to find their path in the NBA. And Adams has certainly found his. I remember him being in mostly to screen and rebound when he was a rookie, but look how far his game has come.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Jackson in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And then for Oklahoma City, Augustine's checked in, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. Molinari finds Augustine. Oklahoma City moving it around. There's the pass to Gallinari. Schroeder outside. 4 on the clock. Pass to Cassell. Over Jackson.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. It's stolen by Schroeder. Pass to Augustine. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Dallas leading by 23. Jackson passes to Maverick. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Numbers at the line for him in this one, 4 of 7.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Brunson's checked in. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for the Thunder. Diallo comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Really heads up there, a play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Down low. The shot's good from Maverick. Mavericks got 7 points for the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Gallinari. To the middle. Shot good by Diallo. Diallo's got 11 points.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Now here's Brunson. He's guarded by Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Maverick. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Schroeder. Last year, getting it done. Last season, put up about 21 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
I think coaches appreciate a guy that comes in and knows how to run the offense with some intelligence. That's exactly what he does.
Tries to save it. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Saturday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. Then on Tuesday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic. Brunson with it. He's got 6 to the inside. Gallinari with the steal. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Jackson misses. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Thunder. Gallinari wide open. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 4th assist in this one. To the middle, here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
I think the scouting report talks a lot about Josh Jackson is going to come at you and play downhill. You don't want him to get those kind of shots off. Nice dunk.
And it's Schroeder missing. Mavericks leading by 23. There's the lob to Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Now, given Jackson's athletic ability, more than capable of bringing out the hammer.
Oklahoma City's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And the layup's good off the glass. Jackson's got 6 in the quarter.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
For Oklahoma City, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. And the first one drops.
The potential Schroeder has is pretty exciting. Such a lightning quick point guard.
Ball against Wright. To the paint. Here's Maverick. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Brent, we have seen some international showcase games the last few years. Do you like that trend?
Oh, absolutely. I like the fact that our league, we know how global it is with how many players from different countries are represented throughout the rosters around the league. But for our game to travel around to London and to Mexico City and have an opportunity for those fans to see what NBA basketball is like, I think it's an absolute win for
I'd
the
like
NBA.
to see more.
Well, more time for those teams. The timing of some of those trips for some teams are a little bit tough in terms of the travel, but their appearances there mean so much more to grow the game globally.
Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Maverick out there with Wright, and it's Favors in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded closely. Just 3 to shoot. Puts it up from 12. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Gilgeous-Alexander learning this offensive system and learning it well.
And the pass to Maverick. Here is Favors. Down low. Here's Maverick. And it's Baisley with the rebound. For Oklahoma City, they've gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. To the left wing. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Maverick. Brent, when a team hires a new coach, what tends to be the feelings of the players in that locker room, knowing there's a new voice in it?
If you are a veteran player, you have the opportunity, more than likely, Kevin, to call 5 or 6 resources that know who that coach is. Because most of the time coaches that are getting hired have previous NBA experience. If you're a younger player, you're looking at what it is that's being written and said about that coach to try to evaluate how it is that you're going to fit in. The biggest responsibility, Kevin, is that new coach trying to get as many of those players into the facility or at a meeting or at a dinner to have them understand from day one, as soon as possible, what it is that they're about, what it is he's expecting from them, and how it is he's going to go about them. Then all the other things about guesswork, those go away.
Right, all about communication.
That communication, and communication as quick as you possibly can, that's an important factor.
Yes. Outside, Porzingis. Out to the wing. Outside Hardaway. From the wing. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Good on the shot.
Lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And guys, it's been a rugged brand of defense he's played. I don't know why they keep taking the ball at him. It seems like every time they have, he's come up with the rejection. And with every block, he's only gotten more and more fired up.
These fans love him, and tonight he's given them plenty to cheer about.
His touch has left him in this quarter nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
When it comes to choosing, Brent, the MVP, the Coach of the Year, the Rookie of the Year, all these different great awards, do you like the current voting structure for these big awards right now?
I don't mind the current voting structure. I don't know how you get away from what it is that, in terms of handing people ballots to figure out who it is that they think have earned those awards throughout the year, Kevin. What I don't like about the structure is that you have media members who are voting on things that have huge financial ramifications for organizations. And when that stuff happens with a player who's going to earn a supermax contract because he made an all-NBA team, what you're going to start doing is restricting smaller market teams from being able to afford the ability to keep their star player with the team. And so that needs to be fixed, and fixed immediately.
I do not like the media. Wait a minute.
Wait.
I am the media.
You are the media, Kevin.
Strike that. Let's rewind.
Can we delete that?
Yeah, he's going to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Well, defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Maverick. It's good from long range. Mavericks got 33.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, defense has got to be a little bit better, especially when he's looking to fire from that distance.
Gallinari surveying the D. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Mavericks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Maverick.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Paul against Wright. Left side, Porzingis. Again, the Mavericks score.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense right on him. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Here's Maverick. He kicks it to Favors. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up for Brett Berry and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long and good night, everyone.
Let's do this. I like shoes.
Welcome back to Hank and the Hornet. We're joined now by Che, one of the primary architects of this winning streak, and we want to thank you for coming on, Che.
Architect, I like that. No problem.
Absolutely. You got the drawing table out, so obviously you guys are in a nice little groove right now.
Moving and grooving, Che.
What I'm wondering is, what has been your key to success, and can you guys keep it going?
Key to our success. Let's see. You know, I think just everyone being on the same page. From the top of the organization on down. You know, we're all pulling in the same direction here.
Yeah. Can you keep the streak going, though?
I don't see why not. We've got some good teams coming up, but we're pretty good too, Hank.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
I guess you could say that.
Shout to Drake, huge Raptors fan.
Look, Che, don't mind Hornet. He barely graduated kindergarten.
Took me 3 tries, Hank.
All right, you see what I'm talking about? All right, look, anyway, I don't want to take up any more of your time, so we're going to let you go, but thanks so much for joining us, Che. Always a pleasure having you on.
Hey, you got it.
All right, got a quick commercial.
Thanks.
This is Hank and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex, the official home of your Dallas Mavericks.
Get hip or get stuck.
I think I know the answer, but Hornet, you like to bet on sports, right?
Daddy needs a new pair of Jordans.
Those are a little worn out, and you do like your apps, right?
Love apps. Who doesn't?
Okay, then I've got something you are going to love. It's called Parlay Paradise, and it's an app where you can bet on all your favorite NBA matchups, in-game betting, money line, over, under, you name it.
Ooh, how do I sign up?
Very easy. Look for Parlay Paradise anywhere you download apps. Then use code HORNET15. You'll get a 15% deposit bonus up to $1,000 when you sign up.
Well, that's some serious scratch, Hank.
You bet it is, Hornet. Parlay Paradise, where your betting dreams come true.
Actually, Hank, can I borrow some cash? I'm a little in the red.
I got you covered.
Thanks, man.
My boy, my boy, my boy.
While Hornets Venom GT drafted Expose with the 6th overall pick.
Your twin brother is in the same pool. What does this moment mean to the both of you, and how have you both put
The city of Denver is in full motion tonight as we get set to bring you the action from the Pepsi Center. Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to get started with some Saturday NBA action brought to you by 2K Sports. And tonight, we'll DA take it away.
Well, Coach Mike Malone had this to say about his...
The Nuggets lucky to have him. Thanks, David. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Take a look at the Mavericks. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, the Nuggets, 3 spots below.
And, you know, for the Mavericks, for me, they've taken the league by storm this season. I felt like they were maybe a year ahead of schedule in terms of being an elite group. But you look at them right now, and here they are.
Yeah, they weren't really on anyone's radar before the season began, but they're definitely there now.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. And the Nuggets with some changes. Pirtle, he's checked in for Jeremy Grant. Porter comes in for Barton. And Morris subbed in for Harris. Then for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Porzingis. Josh Jackson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. The Mavericks subbed in for Jalen Brunson. You know, Doris, I know your style of play at Providence was one of aggressiveness, a lot of instinct, a lot of smarts, great skill. But I think you also have an appreciation for the players that are real scrappy on the floor.
What I love, Kevin, are guys who can influence the game without having incredible offensive skill. So a guy like Patrick Beverly, so a little bit undersized, but would you like to have that guy pick you up at 94 feet, be in your grill and in your face like he gives no quarter, he gives no concessions? If he were checking Kevin Harlan, my goodness, you'd have a long night.
That would be a torture chamber. I agree with you. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
All right, a chance to take a look at some stats for Murray. Great showing for him last season. He averaged about 19 points a game, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants. I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
And Jackson gets it to go.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Morris passes to Jokic. Now the dish to Porter. Denver passing it around. Here's Jokic. A 20-point game for him in the win against Portland. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Morris. And the rejection by Favors.
Derek Favors using that long frame to send that back twice on the pipes, Kevin.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, you think the ownership style of the Mavericks, something the league had to adjust to. Very active, very outspoken. Sometimes I think that rubbed people the wrong way. But now you get the sense it's almost the new normal.
Jonas Jerebko's checked in for the Nuggets. And then for Dallas, Justin Jackson, he's checked in for Favors. And it's Wright in for Doncic. Murray with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Pass to Jerebko. A 3-ball. It doesn't go for him. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And the Mavericks, we know, have been trendsetters, investing in development and in technology.
Kevin, they have always been on the cutting edge of data collection and then using that data to give them a competitive advantage. When you're in a business, it's always about what's next? How can I be better?
The Mavericks shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And here are the Nuggets now, trailing by 2. Murray surveying the D. Can they get it? Great D that time from Maverick.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And Wright kicks to Jackson. And Pirtle sends it back.
Active defense from Jakob Pirtle. That's the key. When he stays active and alert, blocks are going to be there for him.
And it's Wright with the ball for the Mavericks. To the wing right side. Here's Maverick. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And here's Denver. Outside, Porter. Passes it to Murray. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, the Nuggets with a new 14. Birtle's shot is off. The Mavericks leading. Outside Jackson. The pass to Maverick. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
How about the young gun, Josh Jackson? You know his instinct is to score it, but right there, putting the passing skills on display.
Morris passes to Jerebko. And here is Morris. Jerebko dishes to Morris. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Mavericks leading by 4. Jackson in the corner. 1:35 left in the first. And he nails it. The three-pointer falls from Maverick. Mavericks got 5 now.
Well, I'll tell you, he is showing strides in improving the passing aspect of his game. Josh Jackson, pretty look there.
Here's Porter. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. 1:12 left to play here in the first. Right outside. Maverick passes to Kleba. Here's Maverick. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Jamal Murray. Dallas shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. That's good from Maverick. Marvin Williams is checked in for Jakob Poeltl. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Pass to Porter. 41 seconds left here in the first quarter. He feeds it to Murray. Rebounded by Jackson.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Here's Kleba. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
And it's good for 2. 7 points in the game.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Pass to Maverick. There's the 3. Can't hit that one. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Mavericks on top as they wrap up the first quarter. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick, turned star in the league, talks about what the game.
Basketball, like passion, love, like that is the thing I play like when I know 4, 6, 7 years old. I don't know, like.
In basketball, big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Williams. Poeltl comes in for Jonas Jerebko. Martin's checked in for Porter. And it's Gary Harris in for Monte Morris. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Derek Favors checked in for Josh Jackson. Doncic comes in for Jackson. Mavericks checked in for Wright. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Ellis. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Jakob Poeltl out there with Jokic. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. That one goes. Count it. Favors has got the lead up to 7 now for Dallas.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Maverick in the last matchup against the Thunder was outstanding. He added 33 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. It was just the game he needed to snap out of that cold spell. He'll try to keep the momentum going tonight, Kevin.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And one of the best defensive big men in the league, Derek Favors.
You're right, Kevin, because he's got the body to play bully ball, but the lateral quickness to deal with smaller players. When this guy gets down in his stance, he can cover some ground defensively.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Nikola Jokic. Last season, he played outstanding. 6th in rebounding, and his passing skills were on full display all year. He ranked among the top 15 in assists.
He was a top 10 rebounder last season for good reason. He's an incredibly intense guy to compete with. And for a full game, too. I mean, just nonstop. Now here's Brunson. He's covered by Murray. Brunson kicks to Kleber. On the wing, Doncic. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Well, adjusting to the NBA game for this latest class of rookies, Doris. Always growing pains, a feeling out process. It's always interesting to watch that being put together.
There are, Kev. There always seem to be a couple of welcome to the NBA moments as a rookie. Certainly you might take your lumps here and there, but this is a talented young group. Can't wait to see what they do.
I can't either. Porter's checked in for Gary Harris. Barton finds Pirtle. Now here's Porter. He's got 5. Murray outside. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
How about the strength of Murray finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm?
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Doncic passes to Maverick. Now Porzingis. Martin defending. Again, the Mavericks score.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Porter. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Porter's got 7.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Here's Maverick. And the 3 off target. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against the Trailblazers. Porter dishes to Murray. And that's going to be a travel. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. In third, the Mavericks.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Doncic against Porter. Doncic passes to Brunson. Passes it to Maverick. In it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
And here is Murray. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Portland.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. And going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
And they'll be seeing each other 4 times this year. This is the first meeting, looking for a good start in the series.
I think each team obviously will be looking to dictate the tempo and set the tone early.
Maverick passes to Doncic. Over Porter. Doncic, no good.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Jokic, good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 6 points in the quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Maverick. Back to Brunson. Inside, here's Maverick. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
No good on the second free throw.
And they've had their difficulties from the line here in the second. Could extend their lead if they just make some more free throws.
And that one's good by Porter.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
And there's the pass to Maverick. Shoots the 3. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Murray outside. .50 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Jokic, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Maverick. Here's Porzingis. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Porter finds Murray. And the shot goes in. And now just a 2-point Maverick lead.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
3-pointer. Good on the 3-point shot. Porter's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Nuggets. Brunson with it. Here's Maverick. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line. And that one misses. Right back after this break. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Jokic. Jerebko comes in for Jeremy Grant. Porter's checked in for Barton. And Monte Morris subbed in for Harris. Then for the Mavericks, Jackson, he's checked in for Favors. Maverick comes in for Hardaway. And it's Ellis in for Jalen Brunson. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Josh Jackson. Maverick out there with Ellis. Then there's Doncic, and it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game, and don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
Lets a floater go.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Nuggets have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
We hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. Think that's true?
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah. Right side Jackson. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Right side Porter. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And the medical red flags for Michael Porter Jr. caused him to slide to the Nuggets in the 2018 draft. 2 back surgeries in less than a year. An injury suffered initially in his sophomore year of high school. The risk is there, but if his body holds up, potentially a star in the making.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Williams is checked in. Here's Maverick. He's covered by Murray. The kick out to Wright. Dallas needs to get off a shot. His first shot coming late. Jump shot is good. Wright's got the game tied up here for the Mavs. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Outside, Porter. Pass to Murray. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maverick.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Morris passes to Murray. The offensive rebound. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 18 points in the game.
Yeah, just phenomenal at using that vertical on the offensive boards. Porter just gifted at coming up with second and third chance opportunities.
Doncic against Porter. Doncic passes to Maverick. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 6 assists now in the game.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Murray outside. Pirtle finds Murray. 3-pointer. Again, the miss by Murray.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Porzingis passes to Maverick. And Pirtle sends it back. Morris looking over the floor. He dishes it to Pirtle. Doncic against Porter. Murray outside. Looking to end his cold spell. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Maverick passes to Doncic. Passes it to Jackson. Here's Porzingis. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
Jackson passes to Doncic. Here's Maverick. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 7th assist here tonight.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Porter. And that time, also a missed shot. Mavericks leading by 7. .137 left in the third quarter. And the second chance effort by Jackson.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Porter finds Morris. Porzingis with the block.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
Williams trying to break free, and that one's good. Right.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Morris passes to Williams. On the wing, Porter. Guarded by Doncic. And the whistle blows as the basket counts in a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And how about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact.
Hardaway's checked in for Doncic. Free throw good, Porter.
And they are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
Up top right, covered by Morris. Maverick passes to Jackson. To the middle. And Pirtle sends it back. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Murray outside. And it's off from three-point range.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Kicks to Morris. Feeds it to Pirtle. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, Kevin, you love to see him powering through the contact to get the bucket and one. Pirtle with a show of some strength.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Lets the three fly. Offline. And so it's Dallas with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Boy, GA, how about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Jamal Murray is out there with Morris. Then there's Pirtle. Then there's Grant. And it's Barton in at the three. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Woo! How about the quickness of Josh Jackson? Off the drive to the cup. That is dynamite.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Morris passes to Grant. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Barton. It's good from about 19 feet. And it's right with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. They've led by as many as 11 points. Maverick. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a...
Mavericks leading by 6. The pass to Maverick for the three. That one doesn't drop. And Denver the other way now. And the wide open shot from Morris. And again, Denver no good. To the inside. Brunson good. Brunson's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Pass to Murray. Jokic with it from 17 feet out. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Porzingis.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots. Just on found in that center position.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Barton comes in for Jonas Jerebko. And Harris subbed in for Morris. And the Mavericks call time here. You know, Greg Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
Dallas leading by 6. Out to the right wing. Corner shot. The shot's good from Maverick. Mavericks got 11 points here in just the second half.
Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
And the dunk by Grant.
Well, this is something Grant does very well. Slams it home when he's got space.
And you see Jeremy Grant on this team. He means so much more than just his stats.
He's a fantastic glue guy, and his teammates talk about how unselfish he is on the floor. Great team player and an even better chemistry guy off the court.
To the paint. Here's Maverick, and the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I'll tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
Murray outside. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's Favors, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. And the Mavericks lead by 9. The Nuggets shooting around 40% from the floor here. Murray, the pass to Jokic, and stolen by Favors. Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. No good from Maverick. The Nuggets shooting very well right now, 52% in this fourth quarter. For 3, Murray, good, and Harris gets the assist. Murray's got 20 points.
Have to respect the range of Murray. He just nails shots from this distance.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're up by 6. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Now Brunson. Pass to Hardaway. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Maverick. Launches it. It's hauled in by Harris. The Nuggets trail by 6. Here's Murray. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Murray's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Love how creative Murray is with the ball, just dribbling through defenders like it's nothing.
To the left side wing. Fires the 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
He gets them to within 1 possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
There's the pass to Maverick. Favors against Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Maverick. Dallas moving it around. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, you love the aggressiveness and the swagger that Porzingis has to take that shot. Such a clutch play from the Latvian.
Denver calls timeout. They're behind by 5. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He said, we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
Denver calls timeout. They trail by 7. 29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Murray. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Maverick. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Mavericks got 33.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Lets it go from the wing. Again, the Mavericks score.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes, Greg, when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
This last win makes 6 straight for the home team, and I'll tell you what, you got to be impressed with what these guys are doing.
Oh, phenomenal stuff.
I still want to do ranch barbecue, blue cheese.
Jay, what up?
3? Yeah. What's up, Don?
Hey, man. Good to
How
see
you doing?
Yeah,
Good seeing you
good,
too,
good,
man.
good. Hey, look, I just booked you an interview on Hank and the Hornet.
Word?
Yeah.
Hey, Hank and the Hornet, man, that's dope. I love those guys.
Right? They're awesome.
Yeah.
Look, a couple of talking points I wanted to go over. Nothing big. Just, feel free to drop it into the conversation wherever it feels like natural.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
So, 3 things. First of all, you only wear Jordans, obviously. Second, Jordan is an iconic brand. Iconic silhouettes, iconic athletes. You've always loved the shoe. Speak from the heart, your own personal narrative.
Sure.
And third, see if you can work in something about flight, Air Jordan, right? Engineered for flight.
I like that.
People love to fly, that kind of thing. Sound good?
So I just drop that stuff in whenever I can?
As naturally as you can, whenever you can. Above all else, we just want you to be authentic, man. Just be yourself, you'll be great.
For sure. I'll see you later, Don.
All right.
Okay, we are now joined in studio by a very special guest.
The studio's buzzing here,
Exactly,
Hank.
it sure is. Yeah, you know him as the freshest face of your favorite basketball team, but around here we just call him Che. And Che, welcome into the show. It's great to have you here. Good to see you.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so you are essentially brand new, and you're pretty new to the league. What is it that you think is your favorite part about going pro so far?
Honestly, it's playing in front of the fans. I've always been a big performance guy, so being in that arena with 20,000 people is wild, man, but I really love it. I really do.
Chef in the kitchen gonna cook.
Dude, you are crazy.
You don't even know the half of it, Che.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jay.
So, Che, is there anything you're especially looking forward to in your first season as pro?
Yeah, you gonna buy a boat? A yacht. Gotta get that yacht.
I'm real geeked about getting the new Jordans as soon as they drop, man. I'm a big Jordan guy. They're iconic, they're classic. MJ's one of my favorite players, so to be able to get these shoes, I don't have to wait in line, is so dope.
Flavor on his feet, and he can't be beat. I sang that one.
Wow.
Sound good.
Oh, appreciate you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm told we have time for one more question. So, Che, who would you say are your basketball heroes?
Okay, well, how much time we got?
Well,
not much, Jay. Keep it moving.
Gotta go.
Okay, well, real quick, I'm gonna have to go with Kobe, MJ, LeBron. I'm a big fan of the legends, so those guys who I, aspire to be.
Che, that's all the time we've got for you today, but thank you so much for joining us here, and good luck to you on the rest of your season.
Congrats on all the success, Jay.
Hey, man, Hank and Hornet, you guys are the best, man.
Oh, I love that. Cart that up. So next on Hank and the Hornet, we're taking your calls.
Woo, always a risky proposition, Hank.
Certainly is. But first, a word from our sponsors. You need some cash out of your house? How about a reverse mortgage? They can set you up at Walker & Associates.
Hey, look, I was house poor before I called them. Now, house rich.
Wow. It's one phone call that does it all. Walker & Associates will set you up with a little bit of money coming your way out of your house.
You guys ready to hammer out this deal?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Here's what they're starting with. Fantastic. Looking forward to a long and healthy relationship.
Me too, man.
Thanks, Jay.
You're welcome. See y'all later, all right?
All right.